Look around. Everywhere, it feels like the old ways are closing in, like the system is shrinking the space for real, wild, boundary breaking ideas. Founders stuck endlessly chasing traditional funding, investors trapped in the endless cycle of risk and guesswork, leaders fighting the same tired battles for relevance and impact. It's painful, right? Watching great ideas stall because the old guard won't budge. Sitting with that gnawing feeling that the rules were never made to work for you, that the system doesn't protect brilliance. It suffocates it. You're not alone in feeling this fire inside you that demands more, that refuses to settle. Here's the truth no one dares say loud enough. The traditional ways are dying. Venture capital? It's a fortress built for a certain kind of founder, one that fits a mold, ticks enough boxes, plays the game by the old rulebook. Banks? Buried in red tape, slow and unyielding. The promise of freedom, progress, innovation, they're all worn out lies propped up by status quo thinking. What if the key to breaking free wasn't just about playing the game differently, but about tearing up the rule book completely? It's time to stop waiting for permission. It's time to reclaim power, where it was always meant to be, in the hands of the people who dare to build, who dare to risk, who refuse to be silenced by old fears. And this is why legendary founders, those rare, restless, brilliant forces, are turning to crowdfunding, not as a fallback, but as the front line of the future. Because crowdfunding is more than money. It's liberation. It's the rawest, most direct link between visionaries and their real audience. The people who don't just want to watch from the sidelines, but want to be part of the revolution. They're burning through the smokescreens, refusing conformity, and finding the strength that only fierce, authentic connection can give. Crowdfunding isn't just cash. It's community. It's power you can hold in your hands. Imagine this: a direct handshake with your supporters, no gatekeepers, no middlemen deciding your worth. The system tells you no, but crowdfunding screams yes. Here's a chance to shape your destiny. It's a proving ground for raw, unfiltered ideas that refuse to fit inside the neat boxes VCs crave. You get real feedback, real belief, real people investing their hope and their money, because they see the spark nobody else does. This is the kind of energy that sustains you when everything else tries to break you down. Think about the loneliness, the quiet nights filled with doubts, wondering if anyone will ever back the dream that keeps you awake. Crowdfunding throws those doubts out the window. Suddenly, you have a tribe, people who get it, who are fired up to tell the world about your vision. It shifts the power balance. No longer at the mercy of cold investors evaluating you as a risk on a spreadsheet. You are now the creator, the leader, and the community builder all at once. Those legendary founders who are now leaning into crowdfunding, they know this. They feel the primal thrill of connection, the surge of collective will driving their project forward like a rocket. And for investors, crowdfunding opens a new door too, a chance to back not just polished pitches, but raw potential. The chance to discover diamonds before they get polished by the system. This is about trust rooted in real human engagement, not a deck of slides and buzzwords. It's a chance to find the founders who are outlaws in the best way, those who break molds, who refuse to be boxed in by the predictable, those who live by burning their own trails. When that happens, the investment stops being just financial. It becomes a partnership forged in fire and hunger, aligned by a shared mission to build something that lasts beyond profit. Now, imagine a world where this model doesn't just stay on the fringe. Imagine a network, a fierce tribe, a movement where the rarest talents find each other naturally, not by chance, but by design. Where the isolated dreamer doesn't have to fight alone, but can link arms with investors and leaders who understand that freedom isn't a buzzword, but a daily battle, a lifestyle, a rebellion against complacency. This is the future legendary founders see in crowdfunding, a decentralized battleground where creativity, freedom, and impact meet to shake the foundations of the old world. You think this sounds risky? Of course, nothing worth fighting forever isn't. But security wasn't ever guaranteed by the old systems. it was an illusion. Crowdfunding strips away the nonsense and replaces it with raw truth. Your vision is the currency. Your fans are your allies. Your willingness to be transparent, to be bold, to take the leap is your greatest asset. The founders who win this game aren't playing it safe. They are betting on themselves, on their tribe, and on a future where the exceptional are no longer isolated anomalies, but powerful nodes in a global network. This is why the smartest, most rebellious founders are no longer tapping doors. They're breaking them down. Because crowdfunding doesn't just provide money, it fuels movement, channels energy, and creates momentum that no VC boardroom ever could. It's a spotlight on the individual's power to rewrite what's possible, to shed the weight of outdated rules, and to unite the few who dare to burn bright enough to light a path for many. So what does that mean for you? If you're stuck, if you're tired of hearing no, if you feel like the world just doesn't have space for the fire inside you, know this: the power to break free is already in your hands. Crowdfunding unlocks a system for the exceptional, connecting rare brilliance across borders and barriers, creating a new kind of foundation, built not on convenience or conformity, but on the fierce bond of shared revolution. The legendary founders betting on crowdfunding aren't just making smarter business moves. They're revolutionaries saying no more to the slow decay of the old systems. They're rewriting the rules by tearing up the playbook. They are the sparks igniting the next age of innovation, freedom, and true progress. And they're waiting for others to join them, those who refuse to settle for borrowed lives, who are done waiting for permission, who are ready to unleash what's hidden inside. This isn't just a trend, it's a call. A call to those who hear the quiet storm inside, who will not be silenced or softened. If that storm is you, if the fire never dies down, then crowdfunding isn't just an option. It's your battlefield, your launchpad, and your tribe. Here, the rare become the powerful through connection. Here, freedom is not promised, it is seized. Here, you don't need the world's permission to create what's next. You just need to start. So lean into that fire. Find your crowd, raise your voice, and realize that the future belongs to those who claim it, not with timid steps, but with a full-throated roar. Legendary founders aren't betting on crowdfunding because it's easy. They're betting on it because it's the only way to break the chains of the old and build something fiercely, unapologetically new. This is the edge. This is where the future starts. And it's waiting for those who refuse to stay silent any longer.